Hey guys, TeamNoSkill bringing you another deck profile. It is going to be a very fun deck. It is a little expensive, but not too much. It is going to be a Garmore Rush deck, Liberator Garmore Rush deck. So our starter is Spring Breeze Messenger, a very old card, all the way back to BTL7. So skill Forerunner, and when it boosts a unit and it hits the Vanguard, you can counterblast one, put it in the soul. Look at the top 3 cards of your deck and call one to rest, and then you put them to the bottom of your deck in any order. So it's a great card. I've had a lot of good calls with it. They set me up for when I tried and stuff. So I'm supposed to be running 4, but these are really hard to find because no one has just open TDs just for the one card. I'm supposed to be running 4. I'll show you my other substitutes right now for now that I'm running for it. So skill Unite. Put in the soul, top 3, call 1 to rearguard, and it gets plus 2k. And these are my substitutes. Liberator, Cheer Up, Trumpeter. So skill. Put this unit into your soul, choose your Vanguard. Your Vanguard becomes Bruno. Whenever something is called from deck, your Vanguard gets plus 3k. So it's a very nice card. So onto the grade 1s. Again, the Brunos are not supposed to be there. I'm supposed to be running 4 of these, of Horsa. So they're basically the same card. It's just that he gives himself plus 3,000. And his skill is Unite. Whenever something's called, so even from hand, you choose the unit, you choose himself and the card in front of it, and the same column as it, and they both get plus 2k. So this gives plus 4k, this only gives plus 3k. Well, so in sense, it's much better. So like when you call a 2, instead of 6, you're getting 8,000. And it's a big difference. But this has been working very nicely though, whichever one I get. Then we are running 3 Strife Fodders. I think I like the original art better a little more. We are running 3 Zoran. So skill, when this card is placed onto the rearguard from deck, you put it into the soul. Look at the top 3 cards. If you have Gold Paladin Vanguard, look at the top 3 cards for a Liberator, I believe. Yeah, switch up to 1 card with Liberator. Call it to rearguard, and then you put the rest of the bottom of your deck in the order. So you can loop it, you can call himself. Look at the top 3 if there's another copy. You can call it another copy of him and keep going to pop up more units. And we're running 4 regular PGs. I'm gonna get Liberator PGs because of Liberators. You could also run the Unflipper PGs in this deck. It actually does not hurt. So those are the grade 1s. Onto the grade 2s. And note all these are really cheap. Quarters, TDs of quarters. This is probably the most expensive card. Well, these two, they're like $1 each. The starters were cheap too. I did not show the trigger lineup first. I'm sorry, I'll show that at the end. For Aglo. These are like $7. So when this unit is placed onto the rearguard, if you have a Liberator Vanguard, counterblast 1, look at the top 3 cards for 1 Liberator, and then call it to an open rearguard. Then we were running the second MVP, and then obviously the first MVP of the deck. Takaturn Liberator Brenius. So this card is basically a Bruno. Whenever something is called from rearguard, whenever something is called to rearguard from deck, he gets plus 2k, and he gets an on hit. If he hits, you unflip the damage. So his once per turn skill is not once per turn. I mean, not once per turn skill. So whenever you call something, the skill stacks and stacks and stacks. So let's say you called 5 units. If it hits, you unflip 5. If you call 3, you unflip 3. If you call 4, you unflip 4 if it hits. And this card will usually always hit. I've had games like one person PG'd it. That was it. Other than that, they always hit it because the number's too high. And then we were running 3 10Ks because 10Ks are very nice, and his artwork is really nice. It's probably the best looking 10K of all. It just looks really good. I wish I had an effect. On to the grade 3s. We are only running 4 grade 3s. The new Liberator Garmore. So Liberator 4 counterblast 3 Liberators. So it is special counterblast. Look at the top card of your deck. Call it. It does not have to be a Liberator, which is very nice. Call it, and if you call a card, and call to an open rearguard. And if you call a card, you can repeat the effect without paying the cost again. So let's say your opponent's Great Luck, or you just feel like doing a skill and you have no field, You can counter blast 3, call, 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 call. You can call 5 units for 3 counter blasts, which is very nice. And then its other skill is when this unit attacks a Vanguard, you can choose one of your Liberators, put it to the bottom of your deck, and he gets plus 4k. And these are like $2. Or $1.50, the reprints. Now for the triggers, I'm so sorry, this is completely backwards. We're running 4 gigantic ringer. So what's really nice is this really comes well with Sebring. So GB1, when your other unit is placed onto the rearguard from the deck, you shuffle this card back into your deck. The unit that got called gets plus 5,000, and then you draw a card. So it's good and bad because there is a chance that you will draw the same card. Next, we're running 3 catch goals. I am missing one. I will get the 4th one. These are like $4. The catch goals. It's just really good. When this unit is placed onto the rearguard from the deck, you put it to the bottom of your deck. Look at the top 3. Call one that is not him, so it is not Liberator specific, and then you shuffle your deck afterwards. And then we're running 1 poor man's catch goal, 1 Rune Bell, counterblast 1, put this unit into your soul, look at the top card of your deck, call it to rearguard. Or you don't have to, put it to the bottom. And we're running 4 crits. We're running Flame of Victories because the Garmore Shrine needs soul. And it always helps whenever you call one. It's like, oh, I don't have enough soul, but boom, you got soul into soul, call another unit. More power. And then we're running 4 of the best heal trigger. Napgol Liberator. Just the heal. What's more important about it is that it's a high beast. And so are the Rune Bell and Catch Goals, which are the only high beasts in the deck, which makes the crit skill for Garmore really hard to get to. I do have other Gold Paladin strides, but these are the only strides you ever go into. All I've been into today is just a bunch of pressure. You cause units, it just does a lot of good stuff. So skill. GB2. Put a card from your drops into the bottom of your deck. Reveal the top 6 cards. For every high beast revealed, so I don't know if you can see it right there. It says high beast. For every high beast revealed, you give a unit plus 4k, and note you cannot stack all the power in one unit. It says you have to split it around. It says for every choose the same number of your units as the number of high beasts revealed. So for every unit, for every high beast revealed, you spread out 4,000 across the board, and if 4 units got 4,000 power, Garmore gets a crit, which is a little hard because the only high beast are the stands and heals. So it's very unlikely it'll go up, but it gives you a free shuffle. And then its act is really great. It's counterblast 1, soul blast 1. If you have a heart with Garmore, you look at the top 3 cards of your deck, call 1 to rearguard, and then you shuffle your deck. And so and that effect is not once per turn. This one is once per turn. So this just goes off and off and off. And then when he gets really fat, you're just like, okay, I don't want to guard it. Boom, on flip 5. That's basically what happens with the deck. And it's like a 50 cent $1.50. And then for the G guard, you're running 1 slimy. Slimies are like $5 now. So skill when it's placed into the guard circle. Choose one of your units, put it to the bottom of the deck. Look at the top 5 cards of your deck. Choose 2 cards that are different grades and place them on the guard. Well, you don't have to choose 2, you can choose 1, but it's recommended to choose 2, depending on the situation. And these are like $2 now. They went up a little because of all the Grigwood stuff. Sacred Heaven Prayer, Mr. Rhea. So if you have 2 units, and when he's placed on guard circle, it gets plus 5k. Well, I really hope you guys enjoyed the fall. Remember to rate, comment, like, and subscribe, and thanks for watching.